Hi you guys, welcome back to Music with Miss Woodstock. I am so excited to see you and make music with you today. So today's lesson is all about color. And I have two very fun songs for you guys all about color. And both of these songs are going to be dedicated to our pre-K 4 friends. And that's because we started learning these songs in music class this year. So, the first song that we're going to be singing is called the Crayon Box Song. Now, in order to sing the Crayon Box Song, I have a few friends who would like to help me tell a story first. So, the Crayon Box Song tells the story of the gospel, and the gospel is the story of Jesus' life and the sacrifice that he made for us. So, the first crayon who would like to help is the red crayon. So red crayon represents Jesus' blood that he shed for us when he was crucified on the cross. Now the next crayon who would like to help tell the story is brown crayon. Now brown crayon represents the crown that was placed on Jesus' head. When you think of kings and queens, we think that they wear such beautiful regal crowns, but the crown that was placed on Jesus' head on the cross was a crown made of thorns, and it was a crown to ridicule Jesus and to ridicule the fact that he was the Son of God and that people didn't believe what he claimed, that he really was there as the Son of God. The next crayon who would like to help tell the story of the gospel is the blue crayon. Now, blue crayon represents the royalty that Jesus was cloaked in. Once Jesus died on the cross and he was buried in the tomb, we know that Jesus did not stay in that tomb forever, but on the third day he rose from the dead, and we celebrated his resurrection but a few Sundays back when we celebrated Easter. So blue represents the royalty that Jesus is cloaked in now that he sits at the right hand of the Father. And the last crayon who would like to help is yellow crayon. Now yellow crayon represents royalty, and it represents us as Christians. If we choose to believe in the gospel of Jesus, and if we believe in what he sacrificed for us on the cross and that he is waiting for us in heaven, and if we believe that and we choose to spread that good news of the gospel to others, that's what yellow represents. It represents us and sharing that good news. So now that I have my 4 crayons, we do a little pop quiz. So I'm going to go through the crayons, and can you remember what each of the crayons represents? So let's go one by one. So red is the color of the blood that he shed. Brown is for the crown of thorns they placed upon his head. Blue is for royalty in which he did indwell. And yellow is for the Christian. Let's go and tell. And now that I have all the crayons all lined back up, it's time for us to sing. So get on your feet, boys and girls, and sing with me if you know the Crayon Box Song. When I was just a little child, no higher than your knee, my mother bought a box of crayons just for me. I picked them up, I opened them up, and I looked way down inside, and the colors there reminded me of Jesus when he died. Oh, red is the color of the blood that he shed. Brown is for the crown of thorns they placed upon his head. Blue is for royalty in which he did indwell. And yellow is for the Christian. Let's go and tell. I colored and I colored till the crayons were all gone. And though I've grown much older now, the memory lingers on. And when I see a little child with crayon box in hand, I'll tell them what they mean to me and hope they understand. Oh, red is the color of the blood that he shed. Brown is for the crown of thorns they placed Blue is for royalty in which he didn't dwell, and yellow is for the Christian. Let's go and tell of the Savior who died on Calvary, who died for lowly sinners just like you and me. And someday soon he's coming back to be our King, and the colors of the crayon box we will sing. Oh, red is the color of the blood that he shed. Brown is for the crown of thorns they placed upon his head. Blue is for royalty in which he didn't dwell, and yellow is for the Christian. Let's go and tell, so let's be a Christian and go and tell. Woo! Very good, you guys. So the next song that we're going to sing that's all about colors is the rainbow song. Now, obviously, when we think of a rainbow, we think of all the colors that we see in it. Can you guys help me name the colors of the rainbow? So one thing that I say to help me remember the colors of the rainbow is I say Roy G. Biv. Can you repeat after me and say Roy G. Biv? Very good. And you might think to yourself, now Miss Woodstock, why am I saying Roy G. Biv? And why is that going to help? How is that going to help me remember colors of the rainbow? Well, I'm going to tell you. So if you spell out Roy G. Biv, the first letter in Roy is R. And R stands for red, which is the first color of a rainbow. The next letter is O, which represents orange. Then we have Y, which represents yellow. So Roy G, and then G is green. And then we have Biv, and the B is blue. I is indigo, and the V in Biv stands for violet. And those are all the colors that we see in a rainbow. And I think that rainbows are one of the most beautiful gifts that God has given us. And in case you guys didn't know, a rainbow is just that. A rainbow is a gift from God. And we learn about that beautiful gift of a rainbow when we think of the story of Noah. When God sent the flood down to earth and he started afresh and he started new. He put a rainbow in the sky as a promise that he is still loving and that he is still there and that he cares for us and that he has a plan and that he has the promise for us. And so a rainbow is a promise, and that's why it's so exciting. So without further ado, the song The Rainbow is a slower song, so you can sit down, maybe listen, close your eyes and listen to the words and enjoy this song, boys and girls. Enjoy our second song, The Rainbow. Lift up your eyes, look at the sky, see the rainbow. God has painted for you and I. See the colors of his love stretching across the sky above, painted there with loving care, so we know God is really there. Lift up your eyes, look at the sky, see the rainbow. God has painted for you and I. If you want to see his face, lift your eyes from this cold place. When your eyes are raised to him, things of earth will all grow dim. Lift up your eyes, look at the sky, see the rainbow. God put in the sky. Lift up your So boys and girls, I hope you have a very good rest of your week. I pray that you guys enjoy the world around you and see the colors that God has placed on this earth. And I pray that you guys find something that makes you smile today. Have a happy singing and have a good rest of your week. Bye.